Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go when the race.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's one of those teeth-chatteringly cold and snowy December afternoons here at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
They run with Breida. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Go! 15 line. 15 line.
On first down, here's Breida. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Go now. 18 Gator.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
50, plant.
Check, 43.
first and 10. Costello. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And now out come the Patriots. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, look now at our starting defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, but you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Let's make these big.
From the gun on 3rd down, Costello, and an alley to run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Austin Hooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Ready, ready! 10-2 stop.
On first down, Daniels. Going to throw right side here, complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing on first down, Daniels. He'll let this go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll pull. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Come on, set, 50, play. Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They go play action here on first down. Throws right side, and that's complete. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
From the gun, Costello. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Austin Hooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Daniels throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Hines. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Nicole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go. 8-3.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Costello. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, I'm coming.
Back to throw. Costello. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. All right, gearing up for another drive here. Austin Hooper trots back. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Off play action. Costello. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Costello. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Costello. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
70, Indy.
Off the bootleg. Costello. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This to make it a 2-score game. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And now out come the Giants. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Back to throw. Daniels. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On fourth down, Daniels. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Hey, let's go.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Back to throw. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, Charlie. Step.
Throwing again. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kenny Clark, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On fourth down, Daniels. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kenny Clark, and that will force a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On the ground, McCaffrey. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Don't get nervous.
On third down, Costello. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Costello. He can run for, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Daniels. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with him. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Patriots, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin.